Did you ever stop to think about who invented Russian roulette? Has anyone actually played Russian roulette?
No. And no.
The rules are simple. I know your trembling ass ain't played
like no and no.
Damn Russian roulette. I'm not even talking. Now,
have I thought about doing it, aiming it the other direction? Yeah, but at myself, hell no. My bad. I digress.
In the Fed, that's conspiracy. That's 3 to 5, Jack. You don't want to say that on the
I only incriminate myself.
You want to turn it the other way? Huh?
I only incriminate myself when I say who I was going to aim it at. I didn't say who I was going to name it at.
Keep talking. What Jackie Chan said, I like to let people talk who like to talk. Incriminate. Russian roulette. Explain the rules here. 1 bullet, usually put in a revolver, and you spin it, close it. Game is played by 1 or more players. Now, the thing with Russian roulette is, it is believed that a man's death is predestined and cannot be changed. Now, one popular theory says that the not-so-famous American author of adventure stories, George Arthur Surdaz, first coined the term Russian roulette when he published a short story of the same title in a magazine in 1937. But the first trace of Russian roulette can be found in the story of The Fatalist, a book written in 1840 by a Russian poet and writer.
Wow.
Yeah. Russian roulette is a lethal game of chance in which a player places a single round in a revolver, spins it in the cylinder, places the muzzle against their head, and pulls the trigger. Now, here are the odds in playing Russian roulette. It's a deadly game. Mathematically, the average number of consecutive pulls of the trigger before the gun discharges is 3.5 pulls of the trigger. So 3.5 times you pull the trigger, there's the odds that you'll make it.
That's just idiotic.
After a single spin, the probability of it firing is 1 in 6, followed by 1 in 5 on the second pull, 1 in 4 on the third pull, and so on. Now, notable incidents in dealing with Russian roulette. The autobiography of Malcolm X, where he recalls an incident during his burglary career where he once played Russian roulette, pulling the trigger 3 times in a row to convince his partners in crime that he was not afraid to die. One of the most memorable ones was the 1978 film The Deer Hunter. You remember that?
No.
I figured you didn't. Donald Sutherland. Great movie. My dad was into those sort of movies. Yeah, The Deer Hunter, Mike. And in The Deer Hunter, 3 American soldiers who were captured during the Vietnam War and forced to play Russian roulette as their captors gamble on their results. Now, this game took place in a bamboo room above where the other prisoners were held, so that the losers' blood dripped down on future contestants. Several teen deaths following the movie's release caused police and the media to blame the film's depiction of Russian roulette, saying that it inspired the youth to play the game. So Russian roulette was always kind of weird. I came across that over the weekend, thought that might be something that would be very odd to know about. You know?
Well, yeah, and unfortunately,